Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for the 36th annual Shaughnessy Park Cleanup, Colonia Cleanup. I'm joined by Councilman Dan Harris, which is the first time since we've been doing the cleanups that I can say Councilman Dan Harris. As you may know, Dan replaced Greg Ficara, who moved out of town to be closer to his wife's grandkids, and Dan took over the seat, left a 13-year career on the Board of Education and joined the council. We couldn't be happier. To his right is longtime council veteran Debbie Meehan, 5th Ward Councilwoman, and to my left is former Councilwoman and current Chief of Staff and Head of Redevelopment and all kinds of stuff, Carolyn Ehrlich. So let me start with you, Dan. Another year.
Yes.
36 years. Would you start when you were 2? Go ahead.
Well, not quite, but yeah, I started, I guess, right out of college. I met Charlie Shaughnessy while working for a local state assemblyman, and worked with him for a couple of years, and unfortunately he passed. So it's been about 14 years I've been leading this, and been blessed to have a continuation of all the volunteers we've had over the years. The Mayor's Advisory Committee, which I'm representing today, students from Colonia High School, Colonia Middle School, St. John Vianney, the different elementary schools, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, and of course my fellow councilmate. And I always have to give a big shout out to the township because they make the tools and the mulch and all that stuff happen.
Shocking.
So
You forget one of the biggest groups that's been doing.
Oh Jesus! The American Irish Association of Woodbridge, of which Charlie was a member.
Charlie was a very long-time active member.
Yep. Yes, that's right. That's right. And I know they have a heavy heart this week. And Mayor, I don't know if you want to address that.
Yeah, Charlie's wife passed away, Margaret. Yeah. We were at the wake. Was it Thursday? I guess.
Yeah.
But her son, Charlie's son, is out here working.
Yeah.
So that's. I guess that's therapeutic.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I.
Why not?
Yeah.
What a better way to remember, and they're probably all here.
Grandchildren, everything.
Yeah, get them all out and say this is what Grandpa, did, and of course Grandma without the support of his spouse, it never would have happened. So Deb, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so I was at the funeral yesterday, and I said, of course, it was so sad to see her, such beautiful family, and they were coming out, they're bringing everybody here today because they wanted to, honor their grandparents and their parents, and they were wonderful, wonderful people. So I love that we named this park Charlie Shaughnessy Park because they were such a huge park. He's been passed now for probably about 12 years.
Yeah, about that.
So it's been a long time, and she just passed this week. So our hearts go out to their family, their beautiful family. But this is a great park. I'm not excited, but I'm going to work on a couple of years ago during, I guess it was 2021, so 4 years ago, we put together a rock garden over here for COVID, and I had all the families come out that had lost somebody for COVID, and we had paint, and they painted rocks and in memory of their families, and the stories we heard of all these people that were lost in Colonia. They were all people in Colonia, so it hit our town really hard. There was a nurse who her husband and her son passed away, and 2 families, a mom and a dad, passed away, and so I want to go over there and I want to clean that rock garden up today in memory of all those people that lost their lives during COVID. But this is a great community fair, and Dan, you do a wonderful job for this. And it's great to see the community come out, all the children, and, they could be doing anything. They could be sleeping in today, but they're here making their community better. So thanks, Dan, for always putting this together.
Of course.
Wait, don't forget the gazebo.
Yeah.
Oh, and the gazebo we got when Kevin Reinhart, Corporal Kevin Reinhart, was killed in Afghanistan. He was a Marine, and we did a fundraiser to raise money to put the gazebo over there in his memory. And it's still, I'll tell you, everyone's like, oh, something's going to happen to that gazebo, whatever. And everybody really honors that gazebo. They see the name, think they know it's a Marine from our town that lost his life defending our country. So it's just a special park. There's a giraffe for a young girl that passed away. There's a lot of memories in this park and a lot of honorees in this park, and I love that we keep it so beautiful.
I don't think I'll ever see a moment, and I've been a mayor a while, and the day of the funeral, when they started in Clark, I guess they came down Wood and made a left, or somewhere and made a left right over there, and drove down Inman Avenue to St. Gertrude's, and you worked to get all the school kids out. Colonia High was out. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, we went to every single
I get
school.
goosebumps thinking about
We
it.
come to the top of the street with flags, and it was terribly sad, but it was such a beautiful honor for it.
And all the way to the cemetery, and the St. Joe's kids were out because he went to St. Joe's. And
The town was out.
Yeah.
The town was out.
Yeah.
Every school came to the front.
Right.
They brought the school.
So this park like really brings back
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And Carol, this is a kickoff of National Public Lands Day. It's always the last Saturday in September. Give us an idea what's going to happen the rest of today.
So we are pretty much going to be going all over town, cleaning up, planting gardens. We have all kinds of help. The middle school students in Iselin, the garden club. We are also going to, all of our rain gardens now have sponsors, and we will be doing rain garden cleanups. And I'm very happy to report that the council has actually adopted a rain garden right here. Cleaning rain gardens is very easy once you know the difference between a weed and a plant that you should be keeping. And Dan, I think nobody has to tell you that. You pretty much, you know that I've seen you. I've seen you in action. So it's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
And then we end up at Oros Park, and Recreation and Eileen have a lot of good things going on there. So we used to be doing a lot more parks, but Public Works has been terrific with keeping our parks clean. There aren't, we go looking around, where can we work on a park? And there just aren't that many. Mayor, I have a question to ask you. That piece of apparatus there, is that the beginning of the new swings that...
Can't be. We didn't get that far yet.
We didn't get that far. Do you want to talk about that, though, what we're going to be doing?
Handicap swings in all of our playgrounds.
Oh, nice.
Which where a kid can get up and actually, with a wheelchair, get on something and swing, or with help get into a seat and
that's
swing.
nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a great plan.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I do want to recognize Ed McSherry. He's with the Irish Association. He's my partner in running this, and he's off getting a donation of mums from Rising Up in Avenel. So in addition to cleaning up the park, we also beautify it with some beautiful mums for the fall season. So
going back to what you said, Carol, I often get emails, contacts, whatever, from people who say, we want to clean a park. I said, we don't need it. But what park do we have that's going to take an effort to go clean? We don't have it.
Right.
You can clean a highway ramp, the people throw the stuff out on the, when no one didn't think no one's watching, you clean some of that, but that's somewhat dangerous. But you look at our parks, where are you going to go to clean one up? It really doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Thanks to George Brew, thanks to Bobby Higgins and all the guys and women in the Parks Department. It's phenomenal. So anyway, great day coming up in Woodbridge. A lot of cleanups, a lot of action, a lot of things going on. Councilman Dan Harris, Councilwoman Debbie Meehan, former Councilwoman, current Chief of Staff Carolyn Ehrlich. I'm John McCormick. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, we are back at another rain garden. We're going to be doing a few rain gardens today at National Public Lands Day. And we are at the Kennedy Park Rain Garden with Tom Flynn, who is part of the sustainable team in town, and the Rotary Club. So tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, sure. So this is such a great day, National Public Lands Day. Since 1994, it's been a chance for all members of the public to come out, roll your sleeves up, get your hands dirty, give back to what always gives to us, right? So these rain gardens do so much to infiltrate stormwater runoff, prevent flooding. So now we're out here today to just give a little bit back. So thank you so much to the Rotary Club for adopting.
Who wants to speak? Like everybody?
Oh my gosh.
Hi. Introduce yourself.
Hi,
And
good
talk
morning.
a little bit about the Rotary and why you're here.
Okay, so good morning. My name is Isabel Munoz, and I'm the president of the Rotary Club of Woodbridge, Perth Amboy. It is a great honor to save with our Rotary Club on National Public Lands Day, showing our pride and caring for the environment. This is what Rotary is all about. So we've been around for about 125 years, and we're all over the world with 1.5 million members. What we strive is to impact our communities and our districts and our countries in our way. So every minute of every day we're feeding someone, we are teaching someone, training someone. This is all what Rotaries are about, just heart of service. Thank you so much. Thank you, my Rotarians. I love for you to be here today.
Thank you.
Steve?
Obviously, echoing what Isabel said, basically what we do is like all year long, we're every minute of every day we're doing something different. Surgery, food, all that good stuff that you think about that is in the background and helping the community. So that's what we're all about. You guys,
You guys have said
I said enough. We've said it all. Okay, so we'll pass it back.
Well, I just want to thank you for everything you're doing today, and I'm sure you're getting a good lesson about the difference between native plants and the weeds. A lot of people don't know the difference, so this is a great lesson. It's absolutely fantastic that you're doing this, and I believe you've adopted this rain garden. So we are making signs now that say that you have adopted this rain garden and it's yours. And I just, on behalf of the mayor and the town, I want to thank the Rotary for everything you do. I don't think that there's a cause that we are working on that you're not a part of. And I keep turning around and I go, oh, there's the Rotary. They're a part of it. So just thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, we're here now at the Island Library at the Garden for the Blind. This is an annual stop, actually a couple times a year. We come here in the spring, we come here in the fall with the fantastic students from Island Middle School who belong to the Garden Club. To my right, somewhere, which was to my right, where'd she go? Now she's back there, the guidance counselor, Miss Buffumi, Gloria Buffumi. To the my far left, your far right, is Lauren Weber. She's the school nurse, a life-saving school nurse. We can get into that in a minute if you want. Ange from the Garden Club, Linda Sagan is back there, a volunteer, and we have a whole bunch of students here. So we're going to ask you guys some questions, and you tell us about your experience here. Who wants to go first? Go ahead. You raise your hand first. Take the microphone. Tell me, what exactly are you doing here?
So basically,
Look at them. Don't look at me. Look at them.
my name is Anvisha and I'm in 6th grade. So we're here today to do some gardening and do some community service, and it's actually really nice to get out there in this nice weather. Feels really good.
Cool. All right. How about you, young lady? You want to say something? If you don't, it's okay. We can just pass. Tell me your name at least.
My name is Sanvika, and we came here to do some gardening, and it was fun.
Okay. Let's pass it around. Tell me your names.
My name's Sanjana Karthikeyan.
Okay.
My name is Diva.
Look at the camera.
My name is Diva.
Camera.
My name is Tanvika.
My name is Kashfi.
My name's Alicia.
My name's Sparsh.
My name's Girbani.
My name's Niari.
My name's Navya.
My name is Kiara.
My name's Julia.
My name is Gia.
My name's Ozioma.
My name's Yasin.
And you're not in middle school, but you're Gloria's daughter. What's your name?
Gilvanina.
Nice to meet you. Okay, who's going to talk a little more about the... Oh, go ahead.
Today it was a really great experience for me to do gardening, especially in this nice weather, and without taking all the weeds out and planting new plants, the earth wouldn't be as beautiful without nature. So I really think this experience was really good.
Cool. All right, so who wants to talk about the fact that this is a garden for the blind? Who knows what that means and why that's important to people who can't see? Go ahead.
I think it's important to people because the blind can't see. Walking through the rain gardens allows them to feel connected to their other senses like touch and sound.
Good, all right.
Yeah.
And did you guys notice, are they still the Braille? They're Braille, right?
Braille.
So you notice those little placards there, they are in Braille. So when somebody feels the flower and smells the flower and they touch the Braille, they'll know what flower it is. How cool is that?
That's cool.
That's cool. That's all you got to say is that's cool?
I don't.
Who wants to talk about your guidance counselors and your nurse and the fact that they're out here on a Saturday when they don't have to do this, right? They don't get overtime for this. They do this because they love doing it. Who wants to talk about that? You already talked. Who else? How about, you want to talk? No? Anybody back here? Anybody over here? Okay, give it a shot.
I really appreciate that our teachers took the time out of their day to watch and supervise us in the gardening club. They are really helpful to our school and others around them, and we hope they have the best of the year at Island Middle School.
Wow, wow. All right, Ange, your turn. Come on up. Tell me, how'd you like this experience?
Oh, you know, I love this experience. It's always a pleasure to have the students here and the teachers to help us and the other garden club members and of course our township members too. When I arrived here this morning, I thought, oh my gosh, we're never going to get much done because it was pretty overgrown. And lo and behold, I came and it was gone. So the little old elves came and got rid of a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, our summers are so hot, it's very difficult to keep up with all this stuff. The thing that grows best are the weeds, and that help take care of that. And as you can see, our township people over there are helping us. This is really a community garden, and hopefully to keep it up the way it is. And again, thank you all.
How long have you been with the garden club?
About 20 years.
Wow, long time.
Yeah.
Lynn, how about you? How long you been?
4 years. I
4 years, okay.
During COVID, I met Angie, and she said, "You want to join us?" I love gardening, so.
Cool. And Lauren, you're the nurse for this great school?
Yeah, I'm the nurse for Island Middle School, and garden club is something that I help out with, on the side, because I think gardening is really important, to make sure that we have good gardens for our pollinators, for our bees and butterflies. Really important to, take care of our community.
Very cool. You guys might not know because you might not have been in school, but it's 2 years now or 1 year? Was it last year? Yeah, it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we had one of our employees outside lining the field, and they literally got struck by lightning. And there was a police officer right nearby. He was on his way to the school toward the end of the day, and he was on his way to school for dismissal. And of course, Lauren was right inside the school. And between them, they went out and they saved this man's life. He was one of our workers. This is what nurses are supposed to do. They get this training, and you know what? They never want to have to use it, but they have it in case they need it. Lauren needed it. So I'll never stop saying this. Anytime I'm with you and I got the microphone, I'm going to mention this. CPR got the guy, brought him back to life. Well, I'm not sure how bad he was, but whatever. You saved his life.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Wow.
Did you know your nurse was a lifesaver?
Yes.
Who did? You knew that? How'd you know that?
My brother, my eldest brother, he was in school when that happened, and he told me.
Oh, cool. How'd you know?
Our teacher showed us recordings.
Oh, teacher showed you. All right, very cool. All right, guys. Well, listen, turn around, dude. You're on camera. You get 15 minutes of fame. You're just messing up. You're blowing it here, but you're back. So thank you very much. As the mayor of this town, I want to say thanks. What you do is very important. As Angeline said, this is something that is not easy for the club to do, but a bunch of young kids with, in shape and ready to work. It's great to have you out here. Uh-oh. She what?
Walk over to the rain garden.
Oh yeah, we'll do the rain garden. All right, that's a good idea. All right, we'll take a break. We're going to walk over to the rain garden and talk about that. You were the adopter of the rain garden?
We did adopt.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Let's take a break. We'll walk over there. Let's go.
You actually gave me, thank you.
Okay, we're here now at the rain garden at Island Library. I'm going to ask you guys what a rain garden is, but a lot of you might not know yet because you just joined the school in 6th grade, and the last time you were out here cleaning was last year, so you were still in 5th grade. But who wants to take a shot at what a rain... Oh, I didn't even finish the question. How do you know the answer?
I've been to the Island Library a lot of times, and I've reread the sign over there.
All right.
So basically what a rain garden does is instead of people using water to water the plants, it uses natural water, and that helps reduce the strain
on like the Woodbridge Township sewage system.
Okay, cool. So is there water from, Lauren, come on up. Is there water coming from the roof to go here?
So it's coming from everywhere. It's coming from the sky. It's coming from the roof. There's drains in here in order to help also collect additional rainwater to sustain the rain garden even after the rain has stopped. The plants here are planted with purpose, plants that like to kind of be in that environment. And it's really good for erosion. It's good, like she said, to talk about water runoff to help kind of conserve some of that water here for us to use. And it's really thriving. We did a really big cleanup back in the spring, and it's amazing to see how it exploded with life after that bit of love and attention.
Okay, it looks like it needs some more love and attention, doesn't it? Is somebody going to do it today, or are they going to?
Yes.
You're going to get there? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get there as much as we can.
All right, cool. Carrie, you want to come up a quick minute? All right, Kush, come on up, Kush. So Kush Shah works for us in the sustainability division run by Carol. Tell me about the rain gardens all over town and the fact that each one now, right, has a sponsor.
Yeah, every single rain garden has been adopted, and by the help of every single organization, we're able to maintain every single rain garden, and they look really nice. And not to mention that most of them are flourishing. They're able to get all the storm water and help these plants thrive, the native plants thrive, and they look really good in our community.
Very cool. What else you want to say about the sustainability division and everything you guys? Today we're doing a tree giveaway. We have park cleanups. This is like crazy what's going on
Yeah,
today.
National Public Lands Day is one of 2 days in our year where we try to give away 100 trees to every single resident that would like one. It's a great way to help our environment, help our residents by giving back to our community, as well as these cleanups. We make sure that our parks and our rain gardens are clean so that when people come by, they actually enjoy it and see what we do together as a community.
So let me just cover a little bit of what Kush said. He said every resident who wants one, we'd go town by town.
Yes.
So it's not like we've given everybody a chance to get a tree. Today is Avenel over at the Acacia Center. I think in a couple of weeks we're doing Colonia. We've already done some other sections of town. So we're getting it to everybody, folks. We got money from our tree fund, and this is what's important. When a company comes in to do any kind of development, they have to take trees down. They either have to replant the trees, or if they can't, they contribute to a tree fund. And the money stays in the tree fund. It's not used for anything else but trees. I can assure you that. And then every now and then we have a tree giveaway. We buy a bunch of trees and people come and get them. And they tell me, I went to the Acacia Center around 10, but they say at 9 o'clock this morning there was a line of people, 50 long, waiting to get their tree and put it in their car and go home and plant it. So this is a really cool program. So guys, you're part of a great effort here in Woodbridge Township to keep this town environmentally friendly. You got to love that, right?
Yeah.
All right, very cool. All right, that's pretty good. Very good. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Thanks for giving up a Saturday morning and coming out and helping. Thank you.
Talk to us, Mayor.
Absolutely. Okay, we're here now at the unheralded jewel of Woodbridge Township, which is Ernie Oros Park on Elmore Avenue in Avenel. It's over 100 acres of beautiful, pristine, natural land with a beautiful lake, amazing trails, a gazebo, butterfly gardens, outside classroom, you name it, it's all here. We're with the group, and I want to see what this group is. It says Champions Martial Arts. Who's going to tell me? Why don't you tell me? What is this group?
Champions Martial Arts is a school for Taekwondo and to learn, Taekwondo.
Okay, where is it?
It's on Cutter's Dock Road.
Is that Master El Sheik?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I know him. He's a cool dude. You know what? I don't mess with him. You know why? Because he knows Taekwondo and I don't. I'm always nice to him. I always say, whatever you want, Master, whatever you want. Who wants to tell me, what are you doing here? What's your job here today? Oh, come on over. You jumped your hand up pretty quick.
Okay, my job was, so I did, like scooping, and I just pull some weeds.
Pull the weeds, okay.
And I wanted to cut some weeds, and
okay.
now I want to do some scooping.
Scooping.
And help My mom.
Help your mom, all right.
Yeah, and just wish I got shovel and scoop.
All right, come on up. What about you?
So my job is.
Face the camera. You're going to be famous.
So my job is cutting out the grass so that way like some of the planters can add some more plants.
They can grow better. All right, cool. Who else wants to tell me? Yes.
My job is to rake.
All right, that's a good job. We got somebody. You're from the Woodbridge Youth Leadership Council.
Yes, I am. So my job was I went over to the trail and helped clean out the tall grass in order to make it better for the third graders who will come here in October for like a field trip.
Right, that's a cool thing. All third graders, they got that outdoor classroom over there with the seats, and they come here, and usually Roberta Martin or somebody from the Riverwatch Club comes and teaches them all about the environment. How about you? You got your hands up. What are you doing?
My dad cuts grass to make more plants.
Cut the grass to make more plants.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you guys went on a little hike. You took a break. When we take a break, you're supposed to rest, not hike. You're already tired from working and you walked. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Who's going to tell me where you walked and what you saw? Come on over.
We walked and we saw some birds and we saw some fish.
We saw the lake. Did you think in a million years that you would be in the middle of Woodbridge Township when you have that lake and that whole environment out there? There's nothing like that anywhere in town, right?
No, it's quite beautiful.
Quite beautiful. Anybody got a fishing pole? No?
I have one at my house, not on me.
Yeah, I don't think you can fish there. Yeah, maybe you can. Who knows? I have no idea. But there are fish there.
Apparently I've heard that there's turtles and frogs.
There's turtles, there's frogs, there's all kinds of, fish and all kinds of wildlife. It's really cool. There's over 2,000 butterfly, wasn't there something like that? Over 1,000 or 2,000 different butterfly types here. It's really amazing. So who's going to tell me why you're doing what you're doing? We know what you're doing now. I know you know the answer. Give me a break. Let the other kids go first and then go to you. Who's going to tell me why you're doing it? Go ahead.
To help Woodbridge get cleaner and better for the environment.
There you go. Perfect. What do you want to add? Good one.
It also helps with community service hours.
Oh, okay.
Which is, for those of you who are going into middle school and high school, go out and volunteer. This is one of the best things that you could do, both for the township and for your own future.
Oh, very good. Very well put. Very well put. But you guys don't need hours yet. You're doing this because you want to do it. How about you, little guy? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you helping with?
Can't really talk that good.
You can't really talk that good?
No,
all right.
Knows a couple of words.
Knows a couple words?
Yeah.
Do you know the word environment? No.
He's only 2.5.
Oh, he's only 2.5. Okay, I understand. That's no problem. All right, guys, once you get really close here, everybody get really close. We're going to do a chant for the camera. Now, what do you? Look,
I don't want.
he may not talk, but he sure can dance. Come on, right over here. You get right over here in the middle.
Luca, go over there.
Right there. That's good enough. All right. So what are we going to call you? Oh, let me ask you what you're doing here. You got an EY shirt on, the yellow shirt. The EY. We've gone to EY when they do their volunteer days. They're over in Metro Park.
November, yes.
Actually, my daughter works for EY in Denver. It's a great, great company. Tell me, why did you come out?
I came out because, first of all, it's National Wildland Day, and I like to volunteer, and I'm big environmental advocate. I hate cutting trees. I hate seeing our wildland disappear from development and construction of big buildings and private real estate. So I came here to give back to what was given to me.
What part of town you live in?
I live in Colonia.
Okay, great. So how did you find out about National Public Lands Day?
I saw a flyer to the school.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So what is the name of your school? Tell me the name of the school.
Champions Martial Arts.
Champions Martial Arts.
Champions Martial Arts care for the environment.
Much better. Much better. Thank you very much. You guys were great. Okay, we're here now with three of the best environmentalists of Woodbridge Township. To my right is Roberta Martin. She is the head of Woodbridge River Watch. To my left is Jay Oros. You might recognize the name Oros because we are at Ernie R. Oros Wildlife Preserve. And to his left is Chris French, a longtime River Watch volunteer. So let me turn it over to Roberta first. Tell me, what is the Woodbridge River Watch first?
Well, it's been an environmental group since Ernie started it years and years ago, actually over in Port Reading. And eventually we came over this way. So
it follows the Woodbridge River.
Yes, absolutely, yes. So
that's probably why they call it the Woodbridge River Watch. See,
I
somebody's
guess
pretty smart. Yeah, pretty smart.
Hats off to Ernie for that one.
Yeah.
So right now we're pretty much based here in the Wildlife Preserve. Right now it's all about the pollinator gardens, cleanup as we did today. In October we start giving tours to our local third grade classes. We have about 7 classes coming up in October. We take the kids around, we give them a tour of the Wildlife Preserve, we talk to them about why the wetlands is important, plus all of the plants and the animals. So we'll be doing that coming up in October.
That outside classroom is phenomenal. And Eagle Scout did that project,
Eagle
right?
Scout did that, yeah. We have an outside classroom, benches over to the other side of the gazebo. And that's where the kids, kind of hang out while we talk to them and show them different examples of animals and things, and then we take them out on the trails. So kids always like to be out outside. They like to be out in the park. They like to see the frogs and the turtles. That's a highlight of their tour. So,
but not the snakes.
And snakes. Yeah, I have a snake that I show them. So
I'm Indiana Jones, man. No way on snakes.
Well, this one is dead, and it's in a jar.
So if we counted, you and I especially, we could go back, there's probably a dozen or more Eagle Scout projects here.
Oh, many, so many Eagle Scout projects I can't. The Eagle Scout projects, if it weren't for them, the park wouldn't look the way it does today. Plus, the fact that we have all the volunteers come here on National Public Lands Day. But we have benches, we have birdhouses, we have
the path over the swamp was
path,
one.
Yeah, they put in a wooden path into the woods there.
Trails, maybe the gazebo too, the naps, everything.
Yeah,
a lot of things.
The Eagle Scouts have done a great job here, so we're very appreciative of the fact that they come and they help us out.
And Jay, I knew your dad a little bit. I was at the beginning of my career in Woodbridge government when he was kind of at the end of his, but he finished up as an assemblyman.
Yes.
Before that, tell me more about your dad.
Well, he grew up in what we would call Peaburg, Phillipsburg. And of course, when he moved down in the 40s, everybody in Peaburg would say, "What are you coming down here for? Are we going to have a farm?" Mm-hmm. It was much like cows, but he worked for Molnar Electric. I don't know if people remember Molnar.
I do, yeah.
Molnar Electric. That's where he mostly worked. And towards the end of his career, he really got involved with the environment. And even as a kid, he would drag me out Saturday mornings, clean this river, the pumpkin patch area.
All right.
Clean the rivers. He'd taken carriages out of the water, garbage out of the water.
Shopping carts, I heard.
Shopping carts was a big thing.
Tires, yep.
Yeah, it was all that. And this is what he really wanted, was a park where kids could come.
Yes.
And it's nice to see that the kids are learning at such a young age the importance of environment and how they can take care of it. And it's just a little thing. I always like to say, just the little things. Take your garbage and throw it away. You don't have to be here all the time. Throw your garbage in the most proper place, which is recycling. And this was, as I said, this was what it was all about for him. He would be tickled pink seeing kids running around out here,
right.
People taking their dogs out here, fishing.
We came here to start the interview because the kids were all hiking.
Yeah.
They were all on a trail, which was pretty cool.
That's what he really, really wanted. He wanted a class. Roberta's running a fantastic class over there. I'm learning a lot through Roberta.
Jay just kind of got thrown to the wolves on that first day.
The first day she said, "This is what you're teaching." Okay.
Well, you're doomed. Your name is Oros. You're doomed to a career of environmental protection. You have no choice here.
But I stepped away for a little bit. I got married and moved down to Monroe. And you remember Rich?
I was just going to bring him up. Yeah, Rich was here all the time.
Yeah,
he lived in town.
Yeah,
he's moved to Florida. Yeah.
When he retired from was Bell Atlantic at the time, he really became more and more involved with this. And he did a fantastic job also.
Yeah,
he organized so
We were
much.
co-chair. Rich and I were co-chairs
Right.
for quite a while.
And so he was one that sort of like kept on pushing me, like, okay, you're retired now, get out there. You know, you got to keep the Oris name going.
Right. Well, that's great. That's great. Chris, tell me about your involvement. You go back way back with the River Watch and with Ernie.
Yeah, I started with the Ernie, and he brought me down there. I had no idea this is in Woodbridge. I lived in Woodbridge, I don't know, like 50-something years before Ernie brought me down here. Walked around here, and it's a great place. You like fishing, you like birding, boating. There's everything in the world is down here. I mean, just look at this.
Kayak, you can
It's just
canoe.
like, you never find this anywhere, like us in Woodbridge.
No one knows, right?
Yeah.
No one has any idea how beautiful
every
this
time
is.
people come down here, they say, never knew it was here.
Yeah,
It's like,
even people, local people, Avenel people will come in here and they think that this is the park. They don't
Right.
know about the other 90-something acres.
It's 100 acres.
Yes.
Over 100 acres.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the best things Mayor Pelsman did in his tenure was get county money to protect this.
Yes.
He got a grant,
Yes.
and it was bought from, I don't know who he bought it from, the town bought it from, but it's protected forever.
Yes.
It'll never get developed, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And in a area full of warehouses, it's pretty easy to see that this could become one, but now it'll never be.
Right. Yeah.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
And it's all, Ernie's looking down right now saying,
Absolutely.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I would say he's very, very happy. As I said, if he saw all these kids running around and working on the mulch,
they're doing some work too.
I mean, they were working harder than I was working. Yeah.
Well, they're like,
not
yeah,
too hard.
a fraction of your age, and plus we don't work hard at all anymore. So,
No, but no, he'd be so happy seeing all these
Yeah.
kids and just even the classes of what they're learning and taking from it.
and he was just a quiet gentleman. You know, he didn't belong in politics.
No.
You know, he just didn't. It didn't fit him. He was not that kind of person.
No.
But he wasn't in it for long. But I remember it was 1991, the race, and he won an assembly seat.
Yes.
With Mikulak and Oros in 1991. They won a 2-year term. I think that's all they had. I think somebody replaced them in 93. But just for a couple of years, he was a public servant, about official public servant. He's always been a public servant, but officially an elected public servant. And he was just a decent, nice, honorable, sincere man.
Yeah, he always taught me, you got 2 ears, use them. One mouth, don't use your mouth so much. Use your ears. a
Yeah,
lot more.
yep. That's always good advice for people in my line of business. All right, well, thanks very much.
All right, thank you.
Roberta, Chris, Jay, thanks very much for everything you do. This only happens, I mean, we get the volunteers, that's very important. But without the leaders to give them the vision and give them the plan and tell them what needs to be done, this wouldn't happen. So thanks to the three of you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, folks.
Thank you.